Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another Chart Nerd TA video. We're going to be covering VeChain today, and I do think that we are seeing some very bullish signs here for the project. At the moment, we are closing above a key level of resistance, and we've actually had 2 weeks closed above this resistance, which is very good, and you're getting a nice sort of little rally here off of this resistance today. So what we need to see for VeChain is continuously holding this level of previous resistance. So you can see that since August, this area was very strong resistance. You had this level of support, okay, and you was basically caught in this channel. So right now you've had 1 point of support, 2 points of contact of support, 3 points of contact of support. You had 1 point resistance, 2 point resistance, and third point of resistance. So what normally tends to happen is when you're in these sort of falling channels, you tend to get 3 points of contact on either side, okay, so of support and resistance before a break occurs. So we've got 1, 2, 3 points of contact of support, 1, 2, and this is our third point of contact of resistance, which we're actually starting to break out of. So this is very good here. At the moment, as long as we can hold above this resistance line, things are looking good for continuation here. So what are my targets moving forward? Again, trade on confirmation. If you can continuously close and hold above this trend line and look to break out, okay, and you do start tackling out of this local high here for VeChain, which currently sits out at a price of roughly, where are we, around 26.8. So if you do start to see VeChain, okay, you've come up right now, hold this support and do something like this and eventually start to tackle out of this high, then I think you've got continuation here and you've got a short-term relief looking for a larger breakout. Okay, so again, trade on confirmation, tackle out of this high to confirm a new impulsive move, and also hold this support, okay, hold this resistance that we've now turned into support. We continuously need to see that held in order to get confirmation that we're looking for the long and breaking out of this local high. So if we do hold support here and do start to come out and tackle above this high, what are my targets? For VeChain, what we need to do is get a fib on from its December low, retracing back up to the local high that it fell from. So we started retracing on the 7th of November. We put in this low here in December, and right now we're retracing back up to this high. So what you could see here for VeChain, which is another bullish statement, is you've come up to a target, fell back to support, 3 weeks worth of support on the 0.618 on the golden ratio. Okay, so this is the area of support that we want to see VeChain hold here. Okay, we want to see it close above the 0.618. And again, this is a good sign because you've come up in a wave 1. This potentially is a really short wave 2. To confirm this, we have to tackle out of this local high. Okay, so trade on confirmation. And if that is taken out, again, you've got this 1 fib here that needs taken out. But what I think potentially is trying to happen here for VeChain, okay, is if we do come up and hold this here and start to close up on this trend line and start to work our way back up to this 1 fib, if you do see this local high and this 1 fib taken out, again, trade on confirmation. So if we start to take out this high here, I do think you've got a retracement to the 1272, which brings you up to this local top where this wedge actually started forming, this falling wedge back in August. So I think my final targets, my eventual targets for VeChain, sorry guys, for VeChain here are up to this 1272 at a minimum if we can take out this 1 fib, okay, because it's support and resistance. If you break through this resistance, your next level of resistance is up here at the 1272, providing us with, from here, an opportunity of around 33% to go long. Again, if you do get really explosive here for VeChain, because it can move very, very fast and impulsively, you've also got the 1618 at 0.041 up there, which brings you actually back up to another area of previous support that we could be looking to turn into resistance down the line. Again, that's a long way off, but it is a potential target, guys. But for me, in the near short term, because you've started to break out of this falling channel and you're holding the resistance of support, as long as you can hold this 0.618 and 0.50 range, okay, and hold, because literally you could come up here like this and trade between these ranges and fall back to this trend line multiple times before you start to see the confirmational break. Okay, so we could see some sort of falling channel or falling wedge here where you come back for a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back down to this neckline for support and then get your break. And potentially what you would have on your hands here at that point is potentially, this is a wave 1. Right now you've got a wave 2 back down to support on the 0.50, which would scare people out. You've got a wave 3, which I think would tackle out this 1 fib up to the 1272. And as long as you can come back to this for support, then potentially you've got a 5th wave up to this 1618 target, which from current price is roughly around a 66% long opportunity up into previous support, of which I think you'd meet very, very large resistance at that point. And what you could have on our hands here is an even larger. This is a large macro wave 1, a wave 2 back to support, and then you're starting your waves back up again and flipping the switch here for VeChain moving forward. So this is the bullish case scenario. Hold the 050, hold this neckline of resistance that we've broken out of as support, okay, over time, break out of this 1 fib, and then I think you've got your confirmation signal that you're looking to go to the 1272 and retrace to back to this high at a bare minimum, which is a 33% long up from current price. Now again, as I've said, to see this happen in the short term, we have to tackle out this local high and get above the 1 fib in order to confirm that we're still looking impulsive. But if that doesn't occur, as I've said, what you need to look for is continuous hold of support on this trend line, coiling back, and potentially you've got a wave 1. This is a wave 2 to the 050 and golden ratio. And as soon as you start to tackle above this 1 fib, then that's your go sign for the larger wave 3 up to these higher targets that I've got here for you guys. Okay, so trade on confirmation. Lose this support, however, lose this resistance as support, then we'll have targets to the downside. Okay, now we need to look at the targets to the downside and potentially where we could be looking to hold support. If we are running to resistance right now and failing to break above, then ideally what we need to see happen, again, this 050 needs to be held as support. Okay, where you've come up like this, you're holding support. If you do start to retrace, this is the normal level, okay, where you're looking to put in a higher low for the continuation of the trend, okay, because then you've got a low, a high, a higher low, and if you start to tackle out this level and put in a higher high, you're working up in lovely bullish structure, okay. But if that fails to happen, okay, and we fail to find support on this 050 and i.e. this double bottom here, okay, where you're looking to retrace to this neckline, if we fail to hold that and you do start retracing, then potentially I do think that VeChain is on its way back down to its 1 fib, okay, because you're going to be falling through these EMAs here. You're about to create a bullish cross on the weekly. I think what normally happens here as well, guys, why I'm expecting a bit more of a pullback to this 050 here is because when you do start to get these bull crosses and death crosses, what normally happens is you rally up, okay, and then you come back down into the bull cross and then you get your breakout. So right now, because we haven't actually formed it yet, we still potentially have the chance to come down here into the bull cross, okay, and then look to break out. So again, as I've said, when you start to get these bullish crosses, you normally have a retracement into the bullish cross for breaking out. And when you get a death cross, what normally happens is you run into the retracement before coming down. Okay, so they invertedly work against each other. But right now, if we do get this bullish cross and we do get this pump out and take out this 1 fib here, I think things are looking very, very bullish for VeChain moving forward. Okay, so as I said, if you start to lose this 050 as support and this neckline of this double bottom, then and you start losing that and hitting your head on it, I do think you're looking to retrace back down to these lows here. Okay, and that's the ultimate bearish case scenario for VeChain. But as I've said at the moment, trade on confirmation, guys. You are breaking out of this lovely falling channel sort of pattern here for VeChain that you've been in since August. Right now, if you can continue to hold support above this neckline, okay, get that bullish cross on those EMAs, hold support here, I think you're looking good for continuation and retracing back up to this local high in August, which is a 33% move. I hope you enjoyed the content today, guys. If you did, please do like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for my next videos. From Chart Nerd TA, take care, guys. Peace out.